Last time out we put an MGF engine, bolted it into the back of this thing. Now we can get rid of all this gubbins in the front, make some room for a petrol tank, get to where the pedal box is and things like that, because this thing now needs a clutch pedal. Even it's got a clutch now, just needs a clutch pedal. So I'm going to take off the front end. First off the lights, then the front bumper, then the front cross member piece, and yeah, and then we can get to the engine, get to the motor. Engine's in the back. Get to the motor, and I guess drive shafts and things like that need to pull out, so bottom wishbones. I have jacked her up, so the front wheels are just off the ground. So yeah, let's crack on. I've got to pull off this top panel as well, 10 mils. Should really get a little box to put all the nuts and bolts in, but we'll use this area. Got the other light as well. Okay. So that pulls the front forward a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember what I think there's a bolt low down maybe for the lights. Don't recall. Bumper, some fastenings at the bottom. A couple of 10 mils just in the wheel arches as well. I think I can get to them. Get the wheels off. Let's see. I'll do that. Do that. We have got a couple of, what are they? So we've got a little bit of wiring going into this thing. Nothing exciting. And that's basically it. One Zoe front end. Probably the easiest bumper to come off any car I've had, really. I mean, it's literally 4 underneath, couple there, couple into the, and that's it. Just comes off. So that's the high voltage charging jobby. We can get these headlights out as well now. So little 10 mil on the front. And both of them. There we go. Headlights themselves, a couple of connectors. Headlights. Okay. And we can lose this chap. It's 13s in this. So we've got, oops, got one on the front, one down there. We've got the little noise box, makes all the noise when you're reversing and doing things and driving slowly, and also a horn. some more loom connected. Oh, we've got the reservoir. Right. And get to the back of it and just pull that out, loop it round, he says. There we go. And now the cable will come out. Right, so that is our little plastic front structure. Obviously I need I need a radiator for my new lovely petrol engine, so might come in handy, might not, we'll see. Right, next up we have got some chunky bolts. That's it. So that's your main bumper. Oh, okay, I think this just clips in by the looks of it. Okay, so nothing really holding that on apart from little plastic clips on that side, and then you went to slide it out. I did it the wrong way, but well, out. Very easy. So we've got a little ring here. I think there's like a little plastic retainer. It's a bit like those push fit plumb connectors, I guess. So you can pull that out. There we go. And then we can pull it out. Bit of coolant. Need a bucket. Bucket. Okay. That's it. There we go. I've got this lower one as well. That's it. Right. That's all those guys off. Header tank goes into the side here. I have got a coolant pipe going into the bottom down here that goes into the water pump. And we've got all the AC lines as well. Yeah. The loom off the itself. Right, now we can get to the AC lines. And I can empty the rad a bit more. So I've got a couple of small, I think they're 8s. No, they're not. 7 mils, weirdly. Yeah, 7 mils, most odd. All right, and then finally we've got the AC line that goes into this top of the AC. Oh, there we go, 1 rad pack with fan and all that good stuff. We've got the brake reservoir and whatever these things are. Okay. And then we got one off the AC as well. Again, there's another little blue connector thing. There we go. Right. So that's a bit of loom out the way. Right. So we now have the business end of a Zoe. So with a few bits of AC line and things like that. All this AC line can come out. We're not using that. It looks like it goes here and goes into, this will be the AC compressor just here. So we'll disconnect all of that. And this is all AC into here, and there's an AC collector down here, and AC. And this air intake goes into it as well. Let's just disconnect some of this stuff while we're here. There we go. We got Get more of these little, oops, broke that one. Got that one. There's one. There's two. There's three. I think that's what there is. Yeah. Okay. There's your little motor unit. See the little fan inside it. Yeah, bugger. That was a beast. I'm sure I needed to undo that one, to be honest. Whatever. Let's see. Oh. So this one goes into this thing, whatever it is. Oh. There's some sort of little pressure vessel thing. There we go. That's that lot out of the way. Yep. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, I can safely say we have got pretty good access to the motor now. I'm just going to see if I can get these 10 mils off this under tray, this out of the way. Got a little vent thing here. Not sure what that's for, but get it out of the way. She's now swinging on the two mounts. So yeah, just looking at the drive shafts, you have one drive shaft comes along and then it's into a mount, little UJ mount. Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Yeah, so we've got one drive shaft coming across and then it comes into a mount on the back of the motor just here, and then comes across and goes into the little gearboxy type thing. And then the other one's going out to the way. So wheels off and we'll have a go at that. But for tonight, I'm done. I think we'll call it quits there. If we can get the, I mean, to be honest, just pull the drive shafts. It should be a doddle, right? And then that's it. Then we've got 4 bolts and this motor and some electrical gubbins at the back that I probably need to undo, and we can get this motor out of here and yeah, get rid of it really. So this is where we left it. Nice and accessible now. We just need to work out the drive shafts and getting them out of the way. So this is the shortest drive shaft, the short side drive shaft. Goes in up there and into here. Obviously, we've got our monster nut on the end here. So I think what we'll try and do while we've got it assembled, we'll try and have this bolt off, and then we can take the lower arm off, pull the whole thing out, I think. Or could do this. What's the lower? There's just one bolt holding on the lower. Not sure what the path of least resistance will be, actually. I'll just undo some stuff and see what falls off. I'm liking the look of that. There's not much holding that on, right? All right, so it's a 30mm. Let's try it with the Ugga Dugga. Fair play. Fair play. That is, job's a good one. Right, so with that off, let's undo these ones at the top. 18. See if, oops. See if this thing will just fall out. I've got hope. Promising. Right, should give us enough. Oh, there we go. And there is our drive shaft nearly out. What we'll do, we'll give this a little tap here. I'll see if I can get this to move. Okay, we have movement. One. And we've got a bit of oil. So there we go, one drive shaft. For my logic, really, whether I can just run without that. I have a feeling I need this in here to stop the front hub falling off. I may be wrong. So we might need to disassemble this and just take this section off. But I don't know. For the time being, that's one done. So same on the other side, rip the wheel off. So we can get the hub nut off again. Now that's great stuff. Beneath here, so here's our drive shaft coming from the wheel, and it mounts into this bracket here, which is held on, looks like a couple of 13s to the side of the motor, and then goes across into the diff, come gearbox, come reducer, come whatever it is over there. So we'll undo these 13s, I think, see if that does anything. So I've undone the bolts. Well, I thought I'd undone the bolts, but now just looking at it this way, I can see another bolt. Don't know whether I need to undo that or not. Right, so plan. I can't get that drive shaft out the back, but there's nothing really holding it in now. So my plan is jack the motor up a little bit, undo the bolts, and then try and pull the motor round and out. What could go wrong? Wow, comes in like a little weight. It's kind of weird. I do think we've still got some bits connected at the back, but let's just see what happens. So this one over here, I took the weight, there's like a weight thing on top of it, but actually it's these two chaps, I think, that I need to undo. So let's get them off. So interestingly then, so it's dropped on that side, but not on this side. So maybe this mount is sort of a one-piece thing. Doesn't make much sense. So yeah, this little chap, this little rubber guy, feels like it goes all the way through the bracket. So what I'm going to do, I can see here, this bracket's actually got a bolt here. There's another one around there. And there's one down the bottom, down there. I'm going to spin those off. Right. What we do have is this little jobby just here, which we probably need to remove. Goes to a cable down the back somewhere. So we'll get that off. There we go. We do have something connected in the back here. It's just on a 10mm. Joe, come give me a hand a minute. Come give me a hand a minute, please. Sorry? No, just come. The wife is giving me a hand, but she's not going to be on this. We'll blur her. Shaft on the end. Is it jammed in there now? Is that the problem? Yeah. Oh, that's it, yeah. Flip it up a bit like that.
I'm not.
To me. Ah, it's going to be jammed, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah.
Is that about free?
Go.
Perfect. Hello.
Should be fine.
Thank you. Wifey to the rescue. Say hello to the viewers, Joe. They miss you. Down we go. So this is what I was mucking around with. You can see, although I haven't done that, there's clearly a seal on the end there that needs something to make it pop. But whatever, it's out. In there. Some motor action. So after all that, gave it a tug and it came out. As they say. All right. That's the battery to the main battery to motor connector. So yeah, this mount goes through there. So I can only imagine that it's just sort of rubbered onto there. So probably corroded on a little bit or something. So it probably will come off with a bit of effort, but whatever. We'll get rid of it. I don't think I need it. Might need it for the battery box. If I'm going to put the battery there, I don't know. Let me get rid of all the AC pipes as well, because I don't need any. Right. This thing has a lot of AC going on. Well, don't need that earth. Got one going through to there. Some bloody great thing here. What half this stuff is. It's in the way. The chunky mounts. There you go. Come down here. We've got a couple of connectors here to get to from underneath. Annoyingly, but I think I can get on them. Got it. More Renault AC. No wonder this thing takes quite so much AC gas to fill up. A lot of it. It's looking a damn sight better. We've got rid of a load of gubbins, rubbish that we don't need, which I'm still getting rid of now. I've got the lower mount that can be got rid of, and then we can start bolting this thing together. I've got a little bracket to go as well. Put that down there. I don't even know what that is. Right, so what I'm going to do is stick on a bit of front end. Why not? Down here. One of those. Bumper. Yes, good. Okay. There we go. So there we have it, one motorless Renault Zoe. So I guess that was a lot easier to take out than an engine would be, right? In a proper car. I mean, pretty similar, I guess. It just less to do, less to unplug, less to whatever. Reminiscent of taking an engine out of something a lot older, right? Like an old Landy or something like that. So, all good. We now have a front end in this Zoe that is pretty much empty. I need to add a clutch. I need an accelerator. I also need to hook up the rear brakes, I suppose. Will be a giggle. I need a handbrake as well. So I guess next time out, we need to see if we can start hooking up some of these systems. We also need to keep, it's a petrol engine. It needs keeping cool, right? So definitely need a radiator in this thing. I reckon based on this looking, I don't know. This is all intake here. So I'm thinking we'll just stick the MGF radiator in the front. In fact, we could even use the Renault one. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, MGF, some sort of radiator in the front here. We can use the pipework from this little chap, the MGF. We can use the pipework from this that runs underneath the car. We can run it in exactly the same manner on the Zoe. Yeah, and I think then we'll be looking good. Of course, the other thing we're going to need is fuel. So we need to put a fuel tank in this thing. I think, again, it makes the most sense to put the fuel tank in the front, away from all the hot engine-y stuff going on at the back. So, yeah. So, fuel tank, radiator, accelerator, clutch, handbrake, brakes, some fuel lines, some coolant hoses. Another video, right? And we'll be back on the road. One other thing I did look at was the stud pattern on the MGF is different, obviously, right? It's going to be different to that in the Renault Zoe. Renault Zoe's PCD, it's 4x100. The MGs are like, I don't know, 4x97 or 96, something like that. And I found you can get adapters to go from the MGF hub size to 4x100, which is the same as the Renault. So my thinking is I'll get some of those adapters. They also space the wheels out a little bit, which I think we also need. So that's been really fun. I guess time-wise, how long has this taken? I guess I did yesterday evening and this evening. So I'm kind of, I spent about an hour and a bit on it on the first part of this, whereas we're in a continuity, different t-shirt. And then we've just spent another maybe hour and a bit messing around with the drive shafts and things like that and getting the thing out. So not too bad, really. A couple of hour job to spin out an EV motor, especially where you're not worried about where the nuts and bolts are going back in, right? I just pulled it all off. Don't know what to do with this this thing now. It may be that it's absolutely fine. I mean, the bearings are all good in it and things like that. Obviously, I've got some sort of an earthing issue somewhere in the car, which was the reason that this thing is subject to this stuff now. So yeah, we will see. It's another toy. So I'm going to wrap it up, and yeah, maybe we'll either sell it or we'll maybe use it on the other Zoe and see if I've got another Zoe on the back here. I've got another Zoe at the back here that has got motor issues, so maybe we can use that motor on that Zoe. I don't know, whatever, at some point. This is the priority though. Let's get this thing guzzling some petrol and get it going again. All right, thanks so much for watching. More coming real soon. We're away. In fact, no, not real soon, actually. We're away for a little while. So yeah, when we get back, crack on, do a bit more. Thanks for watching.